We're counting down 5 popular flowers that are secretly draining your wallet, your weekends, and your water bill. From disease-prone shrubs needing weekly chemical sprays to thirsty showpieces that collapse in summer heat, these nursery traps cost far more to keep alive than they're worth, but each one has a bulletproof plant and forget replacement. Starting at number 5, a shade garden favorite you are forced to rebuy every single year. In the 5th place, Impatiens top the list of annual money pits for shade gardens. More than 95% of Impatiens sold each spring are destined for the compost pile by fall, forcing homeowners into a cycle of yearly replanting. With prices ranging from $3 to $7 per plant, even a modest bed can rack up hundreds of dollars in a single decade, just to keep the same patch of color alive. But the expense doesn't stop at the cash register. Downy mildew outbreaks have triggered nationwide recalls, wiping out more than 1 million plants from nursery shelves in recent years. Infection rates often spike above 60% during humid summers, leaving entire flats to rot before they ever bloom. And when summer heat climbs above 85 degrees, Impatiens wilt and collapse, no matter how much water you pour on. For homeowners tired of this annual frustration, Coleus and Torenia step in as shade-loving, heat-tolerant alternatives. These resilient performers offer season-long foliage and flowers with a fraction of the effort, breaking the costly Impatiens cycle for good. Number 4. Fuchsia may look like a dream in the nursery, but for most gardeners, it is a recipe for heartbreak by midsummer. This classic hanging basket favorite demands a level of care that few busy homeowners can keep up with. Once daytime temperatures climb above 80 degrees Fahrenheit, over half the developing buds are likely to drop, leaving a trail of shriveled flowers and bare stems just when you want peak color. University greenhouse trials show bud retention plummeting from over 90% at 70 degrees to barely 20% at 90. That is a steep slide for a plant sold as easy color. But the real shock comes in the weekly routine, between constant watering, deadheading, and pruning. A single fuchsia basket can soak up 15 minutes of attention every week. Multiply that by 3 or 4 baskets, and you are spending nearly an hour just to keep the display alive. Even then, about a third of homeowners will battle botrytis gray mold, and nearly a fifth will see thrips infestations, both notorious for wiping out blooms overnight. For anyone tired of watching their baskets collapse by July, it is time to switch to trailing Cuphea or Diascia. These heat-tolerant alternatives thrive with minimal care, shrug off pests, and keep cascading color coming even through the hottest spells. With them, the hanging basket. Heartbreak finally ends. Number 3. Gardenia brings intoxicating fragrance and glossy evergreen leaves, but for most homeowners, it is the definition of a soil test diva. Success hinges on a narrow band of acidic soil pH below 6.0, something most backyards simply do not offer. Extension bulletins warn that even a slight drift above this threshold triggers yellowing leaves, stunted growth, and a sharp drop in flower buds. LSU. Trials found that when soil pH rises from 5.2 to just 6.3, flower buds set drops by 30% and visible leaf chlorosis doubles. For anyone without naturally acidic soil, that means routine amendments, elemental sulfur, pine bark, or aluminum sulfate, plus a strict monthly schedule with acid-forming fertilizer. Clemson's guidelines call for 2 to 3 feedings every season, each costing $1 or more per shrub. But the real maintenance grind comes in summer. Gardenias in containers or sun-baked beds demand about 3.5 deep waterings per week, enough to keep roots damp but not soggy. Miso watering and buds drop before they open. Overdo it and root rot fungi take hold, with failure rates jumping to 22% in poorly drained, alkaline soils. Even with perfect care, hard tap water can slowly ruin the soil's acidity, forcing constant pH checks and corrections. For those craving fragrance without the chemistry set, shrub Vinca, sometimes called pink gardenia, delivers a similar scent with glossy foliage and blooms, but shrugs off alkaline soils in dry spells. Where gardenias demand constant testing and tinkering, shrub Vinca thrives with a single spring feeding and weekly water, offering reliable perfume and evergreen structure with a fraction of the work. Number 2, traditional mop-head hydrangeas may look like the ultimate garden showpiece, but their thirst is legendary, and so is their rate of failure. During a typical summer, each hydrangea draws 1.8 gallons of water per week just to keep from wilting. That's not a typo. Multiply that by 12 shrubs and the water bill starts to sting, especially in regions facing drought restrictions or tiered utility rates. Even with all that irrigation, hydrangeas are notorious for sudden collapse. Extension studies peg their annual mortality at 12% in nursery production, driven largely by root rot and heat stress. For every 100 plants shipped to stores, 12 never make it through the season. The risk climbs if soil stays soggy or if a heat wave hits. Roots rot, leaves blacken, and the plant vanishes almost overnight. Keeping them alive requires not just water, but routine fungicide sprays at an average cost of 30 cents per plant each season. Wilting foliage and brown blooms are a common sight by late July, and regular pruning is needed just to keep the shrub looking tidy. All of this adds up to a high-maintenance, high-cost routine that rarely delivers on the promise of effortless summer color. Gardeners who crave blue-toned billowy blooms without the hassle have better options. Russian sage, with its airy lavender plumes and silvery stems, thrives on a fraction of the water, just one deep soak a week once established. Ceanothus, also called California lilac, offers dense clusters of blue flowers and shrugs off dry spells that would finish a hydrangea. Both substitutes resist root rot, require almost no pruning, and will not wilt at the first sign of a hot spell. For busy homeowners, these drought-tolerant shrubs offer the same lush impact with none of the drama, trading a cycle of wilt and replacement for a garden that practically takes care of itself. And finally, in first place, hybrid tea roses stand as the ultimate cautionary tale for home gardeners. Few flowers carry such a reputation for elegance and tradition, yet behind every perfect bloom lies a relentless cycle of labor, chemical inputs, and disease management that drains both wallet and weekend. In humid regions, more than 30% of hybrid tea roses will show black spot infection during a single growing season, a fungal scourge that leaves foliage blotched and blooms stunted. To keep up, homeowners apply systemic fungicides at an average cost of 45 cents per plant each year, a figure that adds up quickly in a bed of a dozen roses. But the real cost is measured in time. Each plant demands about 25 minutes of grooming every week, deadheading spent blooms, stripping yellowed leaves, and scouting for pests. Multiply that by a modest rose garden, and the Saturday morning disappears before the coffee gets cold. Even with all this effort, the reward is often fleeting. One rainstorm can strip the petals, and a mist spray means weeks of recovery. The promise of continuous color is further undermined by the need for precise pruning and regular feeding, making the hybrid tea rose less a garden centerpiece and more a high-maintenance project. For those who crave the romance of roses without the endless upkeep, knockout roses offer a clear path forward. These modern hybrids resist black spot, thrive with a single spring feeding, and bloom reliably from late spring to frost with minimal intervention. For an even more hands-off approach, drought-tolerant shrubs like Lantana or native Virginia Sweetspire provide vibrant color, pollinator support, and season-long interest, no weekly grooming required. By making the switch, homeowners can reclaim both their weekends and their budgets, trading the endless cycle of sprays and deadheading for a garden that delivers beauty on its own terms. Across all 5 entries, one truth stands out. Popularity does not equal practicality. Traditional hydrangeas and hybrid roses may tempt us, but they drain resources and patience. Choosing resilient, drought-tolerant plants means more color, less hassle, and real savings. In gardening, smart choices truly bloom brighter.